What's poppin'? It's your boy Micah back at it again with another video. If you see a shit ton of birds swoop around, excuse them. With a whole bunch of fucking hummingbirds showed up out of nowhere. But today we're gonna talk about health and self-care once again. Frickin' on this path, whether you're a necromancer, black magician, white magician, whatever, you have to take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Especially when you're working with like the death current and whatnot. If you're in different areas where there's extreme weather changes, such as if you're in like Dallas, Texas, North Texas, where there's extreme cold, as things begin to thaw out and the weather begins to shift, it can knock your pH balance off of your body, which can produce a whole lot of feelings such as listlessness, lack of energy, tiredness, migraines, etc. And that can impact your work. Even if you're just doing heavy death magic, you're channeling death essence a lot, you're doing a lot of magical work, you're still drawing on your own body's reserves of energy in addition to your mind and spirit, which can take its toll eventually, which is why you see a lot of people start withering away, losing muscle mass, losing body mass, developing different illnesses because their immune system is down, that kind of thing. And I'm giving you this information because you're literally not going to find this anywhere else. Like, you're not going to find it on YouTube, you're not going to find it in books. Most of what other people are giving you is just take this ingredient and this water and this oil, combine it, and boom, you have happiness. When in reality, that's not how it works. I'm giving you the whole coin, so to speak. I'm giving you the entire pinnacle's worth of knowledge. Now, what's important is protein and electrolytes. This will help your body recover. It will help you sustain your muscle mass. It will help you increase your muscle mass, obviously, if you work out. You're into the creatine, the whey protein, all that good shit. But even if you're not, you'll be able to sustain yourself and your body won't begin to devour itself, inducing a form of atrophy in order to get more energy. Keep that in mind. Electrolytes will help your body generate energy by itself. That way you can go about your daily life, do your magical work, do whatever it is that you need to do. Now, most of you, or most of us really, we don't really have like the money for like expensive ass fucking vitamins and all the other kind of shit. So you can do something as simple as Muscle Milk, that brand of protein drink. 25 grams of protein or 40 grams of protein in one bottle. 2 bottles of that is more than enough for your body to sustain itself. You can enchant it, mix it with herbs and ingredients, create an elixir. You feel what I mean? So do that. As far as electrolytes go, 2 things. Gatorade, of course, and Pedialyte. Now, Pedialyte is more for newborn children, babies, that kind of thing. However, it works especially well for adults. For some fucking reason, whatever they do to that shit, it works well. It works amazing. So get some Pedialyte. It is made up solely to replenish and sustain your electrolytes in your body. And you'll build yourself up, give yourself energy, and you'll be straight. Also, eating. If you have an eating disorder or an issue where you go long periods of time without eating, you gotta fix that. Even I had to learn because I don't eat much. I don't have that big of an appetite. I go for long periods, sometimes fasting, sometimes not, in order to strengthen my magic, which is beneficial. It really is, but it takes a toll on your body. And unless your magic is sustaining you, you're going to encounter problems, especially if you're working with currents such as the death current, the chaos current especially, and demonic or infernal work. So make sure you eat. Eat healthy and eat good. Steak, very good. Any kind of meat. Veggies, of course, basic shit. Your fruits and vegetables. And your vitamins. You got to take vitamins as well. Even I have to work on that shit. It's about sustaining yourself and keeping yourself healthy so you last as long as possible on this necromantic path. Another thing that is necessary is exercise. This has nothing to do with looking ripped. It has nothing to do with fat shaming or body fucking shaming. None of that other bullshit. It's about, do you want to die early or do you not want to die early? If you don't want to die early, you're going to exercise. Plain and simple. It increases your strength, obviously, but it gets your body going. It wakes your body up, so to speak, especially when you're doing magic. It can also help you break curses, too, because you're doing physical action, kinetic movement. You're moving energy in the physical world, and through your intent, even if you're doing 100 push-ups or 10 push-ups, you can concentrate that kinetic energy to where you break whatever the fuck was sent against you. Or you can feed a working that you did. You can offer it as a sacrifice, especially if you're working with martial entities, entities of the planet Mars, that kind of thing, as they are very big about physical exercise, physical movement. That's the essence of war. It's not just about killing motherfuckers. It's about physical engagement and physical movement, taxing movement on the body that strengthens the body and also strengthens the mind and strengthens the spirit and the energy as well. So with those things being said, another thing I wanted to bring up is the concept of happiness. It is very possible for you to be happy as a necromancer, even with death and destruction surrounding you 24/7. Now, most people will be like, oh, that's impossible, you're talking bullshit. That's cool. Y'all are entitled to think whatever you want to think. Continue to look gloomy and feel depressed and struggle to get out of bed every morning. That's not my issue. You have to realize the point of necromancy is not just about hexing motherfuckers and killing them and all that shit. It's about mastering life through death, enjoying life through death to the fullest. It's about achieving happiness, whatever that happiness means to you. If your true happiness does indeed involve seeing your enemies fall, go for it. However, for a lot of us, that's not where our true happiness lies. Because seeing enemies fall is a temporary pleasure. It's not an illusion, so to speak, but it is an illusion. Because after your enemies fall, I want you to think about this. After they fall, what's next? Exactly. You have to wait until some other motherfucker decides to try you, and then you go through the whole fucking cycle, that whole karmic cycle, that whole wheel, all over again until they fall, and then it's the next one, and it's the next one. It gets old after a little while. You start to see past that shit, and then it becomes unnecessary because you know that's not where your true priorities lie. Now, that's not saying to just let enemies fuck up your shit and all that other kind of stuff. No, you do what you have to fucking do. You hex them, bind them, drain them, sacrifice them, whatever. However, don't let seeing enemies fall become your only driving force that propels you down this path, because there will come a time when there will be no more enemies, and that drive will leave you, and since you have no other motivation besides that, you'll fall due to lack of higher ambition. So you have to be mindful of that. Now, in terms of happiness, how to achieve happiness. Happiness is achieved through strength. Strength brings joy. Joy brings strength. Now, before you think that I'm suddenly talking about some white light bullshit, I'm not. There are ways you can bring true limitless joy to yourself through achieving goals, through breaking obstacles, through enjoying life, getting out in nature, taking into account the small things, the big things, the medium-sized things in life. You know what I'm saying? By growing as a person, as that what this path is about. So you have to decide for yourself, what does real happiness mean to you? And once you decide what that true happiness is, you go for it using the tools you have necessary and available, i.e. your death magic, your money magic, your love magic, your sense of strategy and tactical thinking, your sense of healing, so to speak, your energy work, your psychic manipulation, your psionics, and you go from there. And what you will find is that eventually you will be complete in mind, body, and spirit. You won't be attached to material things. However, you will have complete mastery over the physical world in your reality, and you'll be able to even influence other people's realities and control their destinies. You become a god. Now, this is not some kind of become a living god, buy my course, and you'll unlock the secrets of black magic. for 70% off. It's not none of that shit, but it's a fact. You'll become self-sustainable, relying on your own self and none other. Even though you can call on spirits, you can call on deities, you know how to handle your own shit. It is not an easy process. I'm telling you that now. Most of you already know that. But for those who don't, it is not an easy process. There is no one ritual that would take you to the pinnacle of ascent. There is no one oil combination or ingredient or incense combination that when you light it, you suddenly get everything you fucking want. No. What you want is achieved through hard spiritual work and strength. Strength of self. But once you do achieve it, you'll be straight. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be in New York tomorrow. So if any clients want to come out, meet me in person,